Good morning, Warriors. Welcome to another wonderful Tuesday. Today is November 29th, and it is a B-Day. We have a lot of announcements for today, so let's go ahead and kick it off.
Camp Slam is this Friday at 7 o'clock in the Little Theater. Tickets are $3 and t-shirts are on sale right now for $10. Mr. Doer's Room. They're really cool.
Also, we are having a meeting after school today, and we are accepting admissions for the nostalgia issue.
Come buy a t-shirt, they're super cool.
Hey everyone, freshmen. Our t-shirt order forms are due December 2nd. They're pretty cool. Get one. It's also on www.tryinkshop.com//Watch2020.
Hey, tonight on CW, part 2 of the big team up on The Flash tonight of 4 nights. So watch tonight, watch tomorrow night. Hope you watched last night too. It's all talking about comic book club stuff like that.
Community Service Club will be cleaning up both parking lots from all your guys' trash. We would appreciate it if you could help us out today or stop by after school in Senior Burke's room at 3:15. We'll have gloves and trash bags. Make sure you bring both of those, but be there. See you guys.
There's a mandatory short film meeting today in Phillips's room, and we're going to be outlining what's happening in the video, so if you can come, that would be good.
The Washington men's swim team will be having a meet at the Mercer Pool down in Iowa City.
It'll start at 6, and we'll appreciate it if you come and support us.
Yep. So much. Come and support. Outstanding, outstanding. There will not be a math team meeting after school today. No math team meeting today. Staff, be aware that we have a 3:15 staff meeting in the IMC, so please make sure you are there for that. We have 2 important things to talk about. One is the assembly for this Thursday, and the other is the lockdown drill that we'll be practicing this Friday. And I'm going to come back later and talk about the lockdown drill in a second. Attention seniors, Herb Jones will be here on December the 1st during both lunches. So please turn in your cap and gown order forms and payments. There will be a robotics drivers meeting this Wednesday after school to practice driving and plan strategy. Any students who plan on attending the robotics meet this Thursday afternoon, which will be at Linn-Mar, need to contact Mrs. Martinson before Thursday morning, even if you plan on carpooling. Also, there is still room left to ride to and from the meet. Be mindful about the Washington Secret Postal Service, or WSPS. This is a letter system in which you send anonymous positive letters to your peers and teachers, just like Secret Santa, but all year long. If you want to brighten someone's day, this is a great way to do that in a written letter format. There's a mailbox for this downstairs in the foyer across from the main office. Letters should not be sealed because they'll be put in a special WSPS envelope for delivery. And then please make sure no rude or negative comments, those will be discarded. Happy birthday shout out today to Riley DeWolf. Riley, is just your day all by yourself. Tuesday's events for this afternoon, there's a 6 p.m. basketball game. This is the girls JV sophomore game against Dubuque Senior. That'll be at Dubuque Senior School. Boys basketball sophomore game is at New Hampton. Just like we heard this now, we have a 6 p.m. swim meet. This is our boys varsity meet. Will be against Iowa City High. That'll be at the Mercer Park Aquatic Center. There's also a 6 p.m. boys JV meet happening at the same time. There's 6 p.m. wrestling for varsity and JV. Both will be at Mount Vernon High School. 7:30 basketball. We have a girls varsity game at Dubuque Senior, and then 7:30 p.m. boys varsity game at New Hampton. Last weekend, before returning home to eat an enormous Thanksgiving meal, we had freshman Seamus Thompson and sophomore Jake Sanders reached both of those young men reached the finals of the Glenn Burks Debate Invitational Novice Round Robin. Now remember, this is one of the most prestigious first-year tournaments in the country and attended by schools from virtually every state. Jake and Seamus defeated teams from Chicago, Kansas City, Iowa, Missouri, and surrounding states, compiling an astonishing 16-1 ballot count before losing a closely fought final round to a team from Minnesota. This is the best finish Washington has ever had in the first-year division of this prestigious tournament, and is a great prep for our novice teams looking towards the rest of the school year. Congratulations for those debaters. Great job, Mr. Sprouse, for preparing those students for that competition. Students, be mindful that this Friday we're going to be practicing our full lockdown drill this Friday. Staff are meeting after school today to go over the details of this, but I want to take some time this morning to talk about what your role as students will be. Anytime we have a full lockdown drill, you'll hear an announcement. Once somebody, either myself or someone, that will give an announcement and say, we are in a full lockdown drill. This is full lockdown, or this is a lockdown. What that means is we are going to hide in place for this Friday. We're going to practice the shelter-in-place technique of a lockdown. What that means is that teachers will turn lights off. They're going to encourage you to be quiet. We're going to find places in the room to hide and to be inconspicuous so that no one knows where we are in the building. Doors should be locked, and there should be no sound whatsoever. And so we're going to practice that process on tomorrow. It's going to take some time to do that because we'll know that we'll be out of lockdown when administration or a police officer opens your door with a key. Okay, we will never get on the announcement and say lockdown is over. The way lockdown drill will conclude will be someone will open your door for your teacher to know that we are now out of the lockdown drill. So please be mindful about that this Friday. In an event of a real lockdown, there are three options that we have, students. One is the shelter in place, that's the hide option that we're talking about. The other two options are to actually evacuate and leave the building, and the third option is to fight. And we use that third and final last option to fight if and when we're in a lockdown situation, someone has breached our room and we have no other recourse but to defend ourselves. So please be mindful that there's three options for you: run, hide, and fight. But this Friday, we're going to practice the hide version of that. Okay? And so your teacher will give you more information about that, most likely tomorrow in your classroom, leading up until Friday. So be mindful about that. We'll send some information out to your parents so they'll know what drill we're going to be doing tomorrow. And it's very important that we practice these types of things so we can keep ourselves safe in the case of a real emergency. We saw yesterday on the news that we had a tragedy at Ohio State University where someone committed a heinous act, and that school went into a lockdown procedure, and it saved lives on yesterday. And so we want to make sure we are also prepared in any case for emergencies or situations that are similar to that in nature. So be mindful about that. Be looking out for that, and let's do a good job in that drill. And let's take it very, very seriously. That's all the announcements that we have for today. You're doing a job. You're doing a great job each and every day, Warriors. I love to see you in the hallways and in the classrooms working hard and doing the great things you need to do as Warriors. Remember, it's always a great day to be a Warrior.